What up YouTube, I am back with a video to cover last night's update. First things first, I came down with COVID last week, so forgive me if my voice sounds a little bit off. That's where the missing Siege of Winterfell videos are. I do have footage from them all, I just need to record a voiceover and edit them down, but they should be up sooner or later. I figured this video with the update though is a little bit more time sensitive. So what did the update add? It mostly revolves around these new level 6 rebel leaders. However, to be able to attack them, you will need to go and do some new research. Much like with the other rebel leaders, there's a new pacification strategies tech to be able to unlock the ability to hit rebel leaders of that level. Now here at the end of the expedition tree, there is these new researches here that reduce total stats for your enemies. You need to get them to level 3 and then that will unlock the ability to do this research to let you hit level 6 rebel leaders. Now, level 6 rebel leaders also work a little bit differently to normal rebel leaders. First off, rather than just needing motivation, you also need this item to be able to hit them. You'll note here that it says you can get it from event rewards. There's not been any events yet that let you give them, and it says that for the picks in the fiery crystal mines too, and they've never been available. So the assumption is that the only way that you can get these is much like with the picks in the fiery crystal mines, you just have to wait for them to build up over time. Unlike with the picks in the fiery crystal mines, we all started with 0 of these rather than 20. So unfortunately, even once you've done the technology to hit level 6 rebel leaders, you're not going to be able to get started right away. Instead, you're going to have to wait 5 hours to generate your first one, and significantly longer if you want to actually kill a level leader, because they take a lot more effort to kill than even level 5s. Because of this, I don't have the ability to hit them just now to demonstrate how they work. However, I would recommend you check out Pinky's video. He recorded some footage over on Pioneer showing how the rebel leaders differ from level 5 rebel leaders, such as the fact that they include AoE damage to hit all of your commanders. Definitely go and check out his video. He's got some good formation tips for how you should build your formations to kill them. As for the mechanic of requiring these items, I guess it's sort of a anti-rebel train idea. Stop people being able to do rebel trains of level 6 leaders, because they do drop level 6 chests. Now, I only know of one person who has killed one, and from the level 6 chest, they got 500,000 iron. Obviously, that's not going to be indicative of what you should expect to get from a chest. One data point is not really something you can draw conclusions from. Presumably, they will be capable of dropping large amounts of diamonds. You might be asking yourself, why should you care? Why should you want to hit level 6 rebel leaders? Perhaps you still hit level 4s as it is. Well, level 6 rebel leaders, rather than dropping the regular materials, drop these materials. And all level 6 rebels drop the same stuff. They drop these battle diamonds that talk about upgrading the Storm's Rage, Sunspear and Frost sets, and they drop the fantastic dust that is used for all sets. Now, the only other set that currently has the ability to be upgraded is the Glorious set, and it does not use the battle diamonds, but it does still require this dust and something else that we'll get into later. And just to quickly show that the Bolton's Boy drops the exact same materials as the Hedge Knight. Okay, so you've waited a couple of days, you've killed your first rebel leader. Now, how do you use these new materials? First off, you're going to have to come into the refinement tech tree, which is now being extended. As you can see here, we've now got crafting speed upgrades and forging cost discounts for gold. And then in between them, we have equipment advancement techs, which unlock the ability to upgrade your gear 1 star level. And then at the end here, we have equipment upgrade that lets you upgrade your gear to red ancient rather than gold. Obviously, the crafting speed and the gold discount aren't particularly relevant tech, so you just got to do them in order to be able to unlock the later researches. And I guess if the upgrading of gear is expensive in terms of gold, then getting a 40% discount might not be too bad, especially after you spent all the gold doing these researches, because they are not cheap, especially once you get to the higher levels. But with each of these techs providing 10% discount, and there's 4 of them, that'll let you get 40% off the cost. Now, once you've done that, you are finally ready to come into the blacksmith, open up your forging screen, and choose the gear that you want to upgrade. All of the gear has exactly the same cost, this 80 battle stars, battle diamonds, sorry, and 160 fantastic dust, for 1 star at least. I assume that'll increase further as you get higher star levels. I don't actually know, and I don't know what getting it to red costs. Now you'll notice that getting it to 1 star is immediately a 20% buff to all of the equipment's stats, well, all of the equipment's combat stats. Stuff like training speed is not affected. Anything that is non-combat stays at its current level, which is a bit of a shame, especially for stuff like the upkeep reduction. I would have loved to have been able to finally stop having to remember to pop scrolls in order to have 0% grain upkeep, but there are still some really nice buffs to combat stats here. Once you get the gear to red level, it is 3 times the bonus that it currently is at gold, which is really going to be quite impactful. The Kingsguard set appears to function the same way it currently does, in that you just need to upgrade all of the pieces that contribute towards it, rather than needing to pay for it to upgrade as well. And again, there are a lot of really large bonuses at the red level. Now, the Glorious set also has star levels and a red equivalent, but I can't show you it because I don't have any Glorious materials, but they still use the dust item that you get from Rebel Leaders, but they do not use the battle diamonds. Instead, they have another material, and its source is listed as event rewards, but we do not know what events that will actually be as of yet. Now, that is basically it for the update. As a quick addendum on the end here, we Chroniclers currently have a hide-and-seek game going on. I have played the first 2 rounds already, but the third and final round will be tonight at 1800. I would really appreciate it if you would open up your Chronicler boards and find me and leave a like on the 2 posts tagged with Santa's gift at the start. And if you want to participate in the final round of hide and seek tonight, you just have to look for me somewhere on K299 after I've posted that I've hidden, which will be at around 1800. And if you find me, you just reply to that post with my location. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you all have a happy new year.